Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Utility Shotgun mod, which is being made by user jcruise05. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is an absolutely wonderful new over-under shotgun for you to enjoy. And with all of the available modifications for this thing, you can make some pretty great weapons, from a simple sawed-off pistol to a full-length shotgun rifle, and even doing things that are very Fallout-esque, like adding a third barrel to it, or even turning it more into a sci-fi kind of gun, which is pretty fun. So let's jump on over here and have a look at what exactly we are getting with the Utility Shotgun, which in its most basic and standard form will do 42 damage with a 12 gauge round with a firing rate of 50, range of 59, accuracy of 116, and a weight of 7.9. Not too bad at all, and as you can see, it is a good looking gun with a bit of a post-apocalyptic flair, considering the junk stock is actually considered the standard stock for this weapon. But quite nice indeed. I very much do like the design. It's simple, but does still have good details. Like, I like the screws in the back there, just, you know, showing that it is properly connected to things rather than just being a solid bit of wood. But yeah, overall, a very, very good-looking gun that I have very much been enjoying. And like I said with the modifications a little bit ago, you can change up a lot on this thing. I think my personal favorites are the third barrel, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, you got all sorts of great modifications here to change up the kind of ammo this thing uses, the kind of damage it'll do, and of course, you know, the usual things like recoil control, etc. So a lot of really wonderful options in here. And in the sight category, oh boy, we've got a lot of good options, and you know I always do enjoy that. Now, as for how you get your hands on one of these lovely weapons, well, first, there are some requirements you're gonna have to meet. The first is the Far Harbor DLC. That is a requirement for this to function. And we're also gonna need a mod requirement as well, technically. This does require the munitions mod, but there's actually two different downloads for this that you can get. One is actually a vanilla, which does not require any munitions mod to be installed, but the mod maker considers this one, the one with munitions mod, to be the complete package. So that is what I did install on my game. So yes, you'll need Far Harbor as well as munitions, and once you've got those in hand, well, it's pretty simple. These are going to start appearing in the world very shortly after the normal double-barrel shotgun does in the game, and it's meant to be a little bit less damage than the double-barrel shotgun, but with a faster trigger and reload, and with, of course, a lot more scaling with the modifications. Now, you'll find them on Raiders, Minutemen, in stores, and also some sniper variants will be found on Railroad Soldiers. So yeah, not too hard to get your hands on one of these. They're pretty available in the world, and along with finding those, there are also 3 unique variants out there in the Commonwealth that you can go and find too, which is always nice to see. But with that out of the way now, let's go take a look at the modifications we do have. And starting with the stock category here, where we've got a junk pistol, junk normal stock, wasteland pistol and stock, and a full pistol and stock here, which is always good. In the barrel categories where things start getting a little bit more interesting with things, because, well, we've got our sawed-off barrel, a rifled sawed-off barrel, a triple sawed-off barrel, again, adding that third barrel, just, it's ridiculous, very Fallout, and I love it. But then we also do have a longer barrel for better range, a short barrel, a rifled short, triple short, rifled long, and a triple long. And then we can start changing up calibers to, say, the, oh, whoops, didn't mean to click that there, change it up to a 50 caliber, a 2mm EC, which actually making this an automatic Gauss rifle, or just a plain old Gauss rifle, still also using that 2mm EC rounds there. The automatic one, though, is my favorite because it's ridiculous. and fun. And it makes the gun look like a sci-fi weapon, and I kind of like that. So a very, very fun options there. Now then, in the receiver category, we've got the pretty typical things here, from standard to calibrated on up to advanced, helping with more damage. And then in sights, we have actually quite the selection of things, from standard iron sights and glow sights here, a carry handle, variety of reflex sights, laser sights, combat sights, hollow sights, and then your more typical short, medium sights here, night vision, and also recon variants. And of course, on up through long and medium here as well on those. So yeah, lots of great options for this gun. And then finally, in this category, we've got just some various utilities to add to the utility shotgun, such as a recoil compensator, gyroscopic stabilizer, medtech vital scanner, and of course a Robco RATS. So all of these helping you out with different things like VATS chances, accuracy, critical damage, etc. So very good options there, and again, kind of adding a bit more of a sci-fi flair to it, which I kind of like. But yeah, a lot of really great options. Very, very cool indeed, which allows you to make some fun guns, from just a simple shotgun to more of a sniper rifle to, of course, that automatic Gauss rifle. So let me grab my two modified ones here that I do have, and let's get to shooting. And of course, start with just the standard 12 gauge here. Very nice, quick, smooth reload. The gun itself also does fire quite quickly, so pretty much as quick as you can pull the trigger, it will fire. Does have quite a bit of kick, though. Not too horrible, and considering you only have 2 or 3 shots generally, you know, it's fairly easy to stay on target between, you know, your shots and reloads there. But yeah, not too shabby at all. Very fun, and makes me want to go skeet shooting. Alright, and then we've got a fun triple barrel one here. Oh, we'll go to this one first. Doing 73 damage. Still, you're just using the 12 gauge on this one. Because I don't know, just the idea of a triple barrel 12 gauge just kind of amuses me. And I've got the Robco RATS on there for better VATS opportunities, which is quite nice, and just a good little combat sight there. So very fun, and again, just the 3 barrels is just so ridiculous, and I love it. And I love that it's wired in to the whole thing. So it's, instead of a more mechanical firing pin like the main shotgun, it's electronic, which is cool. And there we go. And with how fast this thing does fire, all 3 of those rounds do go downrange very, very quickly. Again, as quick as you can pull the trigger, they're going down, which is wonderful. And now time for the sci-fi looking Gauss rifle one. Got the automatic Gauss barrel on there. It is just a ridiculous turn of events for the shotgun. It's not even a shotgun anymore, but it's wonderful. So let's give that one a go. And technically, you actually have a lot more rounds on this. It's gonna, even though it's still going to look like you're reloading 2, you have 14, as you can see down there. And fire. And there we go. That thing fires incredibly quick, and for some reason, the recoil is downward on it, and it's actually kind of difficult to control, because it is a pretty decent amount of recoil there. So using this weapon, I think, would probably be best done in VATS, at least for me and my capabilities of shooting. But it's just so much fun and ridiculous having a fully automatic Gauss rifle / shotgun. It's great. So let's take a look at this thing in practice, and of course go and play with our usual Deathclaw friend here. So let's pop them in, and we'll try and take them down with this VATS one. Which I probably should have put the VATS utility thing on this one, but oh well. Oh boy! So I gotta admit, that was the first time I ever used this one in VATS. I was surprised it only did fire the one shot. I was hoping for at least a bit of a burst. Oh boy! When you actually hit him, it does quite a bit of damage. But, oh man, is it hard to control that. He's down though. Nice. Because that is 14 rounds coming out of this thing in a matter of, well, split second. And each one doing 73 damage. So that's, yeah, that's just ripping through people. It's great. But yeah, let's try it with the more normal shotgun one here. grab ourselves another friend. And hello, Deathclaw. Yeah, don't got a lot on that, but why not? Shoot his arm. There we go. Oh, don't run away, Deathclaw. I just want to play and have fun. Not doing a whole lot of damage at this range with him, being a 12 gauge and all. Oh man, he is really not wanting to come back around to play, is he? And, oh, that was a miss. That was a miss. Normally he charges that back at me by now. Why is he staying all the way back there? That's just rude of you, sir. How dare that Deathclaw do that? And it's making me pull further away from the safety of my cheese spot. Because yeah, I am not doing a whole lot of damage to him here. Well, you know what? I guess we're gonna have to get a little bit more up and personal with him. Where'd you go, Deathclaw? There you are. Hello. Ooh. Alright, I definitely did more damage close up. Problem is, I don't like being this close to a Deathclaw. There we go. Let's even get 3 good fat shots on him. I'd like to get the belly, but he needs to stop just being downward facing. Ah, there's the belly. Nice. He does appear to be stuck there, though, now. Huh. Weird. Not our Deathclaw's finest moment there, but oh well. There we go. He's down. Took a bit more to do that than I had anticipated, but oh well. Still, nonetheless, the Deathclaw has been killed. And with a ridiculous triple-barreled 12-gauge shotgun that is just a whole heck of a lot of fun, and in my opinion, even more fun when you turn it into that automatic Gauss rifle. It's just insane and very Fallout, and I absolutely love this thing. So if you'd like to take a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed and you come back for whatever mod we look at next. But until that time, thank you for watching as always. Well, have a good one.